All right. So I hope everyone had a great evening, great morning so far, and yeah, let's get ready for today's session. So let's start with TLMM dashboard as usual. I use the Nasdaq 100 equal weight. So we talked about that a bit yesterday. We're still right in the recent July's high. Clearly there's some supply there. Market's not ready yet to resume higher. If we look at QQQE, so that's a bit like we discussed last week. So I had kind of that range area to being potentially built to build a pressure to resume the uptrend. So price was a bit extended right into potential resistance. So when that happens, always expect some volatility, some maybe some backfilling, etc., etc., and that's okay. Just zoom out and look where the weekly and daily trend is. So weekly trend, we're still in that breakout retest, and we did reconfirm. Last week was a pretty strong breakout bar. So yeah, let's just be patient. We were expecting some weakness to start the week. That's what we get. But at the same time, weekly still look very good, and daily is still above a rising 21 DMA structure. So trend is intact. For me, that's everything that I need to know. I'm not gonna try to anticipate or predict what could happen with one red day, etc., etc. When the weekly and daily trend along the breadth is aligned, once again, I just tend to focus on my own positions and base my decision on my trading system and my portfolio. So yeah, that's the QQQE picture we get. The thing that we discussed yesterday though, and could potentially signal a bit more weakness, I don't know, but we were looking at this breadth picture, right? So the McClellan oscillator, it was starting to pick up speed, pick up strength, and usually what I want to see is a clean reclaim of the 10 DMA, like early 2025, like in April, that beautiful rally. That's so April of last year, a bit like right now. So we have that reclaim attempt, a bit flattish weakness as we reclaim like yesterday, but usually you get pretty snap and good momentum as you reclaim the 10 DMA. So it just tell me that the market is not having that big strength out of the gate that you usually want to see, and that might signal a bigger trend. So I'm just keeping my mind on this. As of now, it's not yet a big red flag, but if we do start to kind of fail on that reclaim and we start to see McClellan summation and oscillator back red and back down, then we'll have to kind of be a bit more defensive. But once again, daily and weekly trend is aligned. Breadth is still expanding, so nothing to worry about. Maybe if we have more weakness today, tomorrow we'll reassess where we are. But so far that's still within normal action. So QQQ, so weighted action, I always like to look at it too, just not the QQQE. So yeah, I remember yesterday we discussed that we were a bit extended, a retest of that structure area right here. So recent high along the daily reversal pivot would make a lot of sense. And yesterday we got weakness. Yes, today we are gapping up a bit. But let's see if it's faded. So it's possible that we're creating kind of that tail, and open session we see weakness and another red day today. That's a possibility that you have to get your head at and prepare for. And yeah, if we do have some weakness today, that's personally kind of the area that I will watch for potential support, and where the market can stabilize and stabilize for resuming the uptrend. Credit spread, still nothing to worry about, still below a declining daily and weekly structure. The VIX was a bit worrisome yesterday. We did reclaim and close to a new high above recent swing high. But yeah, small gap down this morning. If we can kind of fade that spike and just start to trend below the daily structure once again, that would be constructive. On the weekly, we're still below the weekly structure. We kind of rallied right into the downtrend line, so that's potentially some confluence area for a rejection, and the VIX starting to trend lower. Bitcoin, I think it's shaping up really good. Not there yet, not ready yet. We discussed that yesterday. We were still looking at that higher low structure setup on the weekly, kind of weekly structure, reclaim attempt and back test right into that structure area. So it's taking shape, but I would be patient with this one once again. It's been lagging lately, so I will look again at the daily structure reclaim to reconfirm and confirm the weekly setup from the daily time frame. All right, so what about the portfolio? So let's review the holdings. VRT got hit by some Microsoft going into the calling game. That's okay. Let's see how it reacts. VRT, I have good cost basis. We're still above the rising daily and weekly structure, so all good. We did hold that recent swing high pivot, so that's good to see that we closed above that. And let's see if we can kind of just stabilize, build some range, and shake out that news. That would be ideal scenario. I'm still very kind of bullish on that weekly setup, having that large multi-month and year cup and handle. So we did reject that big base structure area, but the setup is still there. So we're still holding the weekly structure. We're still holding the weekly reversal pivots. So just a matter to be patient, and let's see where we close the week. A bit like Uber. Makes me think of Uber news. There was that Lyft news, which was even deeper than VRT. Then the next day was kind of an inside day, and we resumed higher the following days to close the week very strong. So a bit what I'm looking for VRT. GEV, I think it's still a great setup from the weekly time frame, right? We have those higher lows right into the weekly structure. I would look at the weekly reversal pivot for kind of a longer term position trade. So 639.89. On the daily, we had kind of that breakout and retest, and another one. So that was on Monday. So Monday we had that breakout once again, and yesterday retest, which seems to hold for now. So that retest was a good buying opportunity in my opinion. We're still holding the daily structure. We're still looking at that weekly setup. But yeah, I would look for either a daily reversal or that weekly reversal for an entry on GEV. Still looking very good with that high-low structure as well on the right side. Hood, just good trend, so nothing to do here for me. I'm still waiting for my 2R target to hit on my had position. But yeah, so far so good. It's trending, just nothing to do, not overthinking it, and not trying to anticipate either. Interactive broker, really nice chart. I like this one from the weekly as well. So remember, that's a bit like Uber as well, like VRT, having that big cup and handle, but interactive broker, EBKR, yeah, sorry, still has that higher relative strength. So we have a base on base instead of building the handle below the base high. We are building above. Now it's a 9 weeks base. Higher low on the right side, retest of the 10-week moving average, and confirmation of the weekly reversal pivot reclaim as well. So a lot going on. I did open this yesterday on the retest. Someone is saying that there's no audio. Is everyone hearing me, or I'm speaking alone for 20 minutes now? Okay, audio is fine. Great, thank you guys. So Luis, maybe check on your side. Maybe try to quit and rejoin. Okay. So yeah, I was speaking about interactive broker. So we had that daily range, so that's kind of a low cheat range, right? So if you know about Mark Minervini, so we had that range, that pullback, and then we go into that low cheat range. We have that very classic, I love the setup, right? You have that breakout. Now they have to shake out the breakout traders. You get that retest, and that's really where I like to be entering my trade, is on the retest, when you just confirm that the sellers are not there anymore, the buyers are stepping it on a higher low, they're defending the daily structure, and then you grab the daily reversal, which gives you the confirmation that that breakout holds on the retest, and it's potentially ready to start a new uptrend. So I like that name. Acted well yesterday. I like the entry that we had. But yeah, let's see if we can follow through, and especially on that big weekly base breakout. It's potentially a new trend developing. So yeah, I like this one. All right, so Rocket Lab carried the portfolio yesterday. A lot of highs right now. So yesterday it was kind of the FinTwit darling. But yeah, just looking at the weekly chart, there's nothing to do. We have kind of a sandwich set up with the breakout attempt, slammed back down on the news. So there was an offering news, and right back up to reclaim that reversal, weekly reversal pivot. So weekly looks very good. Let's see how we build the right side here. Do we just go? It seems to gap down a bit. Do we just go today, or we need to build the right side, maybe just chop around a bit more before the real breakout happens? But just being patient. If you have a great entry on Rocket Lab, this morning's gap down should not affect you at all. We're still well above our cost basis. We're well above the daily and weekly structures. We have cushion, so and it did well yesterday, so they cannot be green and go up all day. Just get your expectation right. So we're right into potential resistance with that July's high. So when that happens, maybe we build some handle, build some pressure, and then after frustrating the breakout traders, then we're going for real. Tesla, nothing to do, just letting it live its life. I'm trading this off the weekly. Same thing for Palantir, still a very strong trend, nothing to do, not overthinking it. Uber, kind of a failed breakout, so I do have cushion, I trimmed, so still trading that off the weekly. So let's see if we have kind of a failed breakout and reset setup, that we retest the weekly structure and build up the pressure to go. That's what I am expecting, but yeah, it has to hold the daily structure and ideally that base area. Micron earnings last night, so this name is really extended, so don't expect too much. I'm still on my runner. If it goes back into weekly structure or daily structure, it might be good for an ad, but until then, just being patient and letting it do what it wants. Same thing for WBD and same thing for Oklo as well. All right, so Focuslist, I had three names. So first one is GEV. We talked about that. So either from the weekly reversal pivot or daily reversal pivot. AMD, so we have Micron earnings out of the way. That could be a very nice setup here after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks pullback down to the weekly structure. We had inside week last week, and yeah, if we can reclaim that weekly reversal pivot and reclaim that 10-week moving average, that weekly setup is taking shape. And a bit on anticipation, you can go for the tighter daily setup, so 21 DMA structure reclaim, or that breakout above that 162.30 kind of range pivot. That could be a nice entry on AMD. And Nvidia, so Nvidia, we had that news right on Monday. It got faded yesterday, so that's the same type of action we saw on VRT, GEV, all the utilities name on Nvidia. So all the names that ran away on Monday kind of faded yesterday. And yeah, that's a lot of volatility, but again, we discussed Nvidia last week. That's a bit what I want to see, is to see it tighten up on the right side. Maybe today, tomorrow, tight days inside that range, and then looking for that daily reversal to engage. You can play the weekly reversal pivot reclaim. That might be a good spot for the larger time frame, but from the daily, either that you can catch that recent high on weakness. So if we retest that 177-ish area, that could be a nice spot to grab on weakness. But yeah, otherwise the weekly still looks pretty good. All right, so game plan for me now. So the market is good, but a bit of warning signals, not yet red flags, started to appear yesterday. So was it a one day only weakness and we shrug it off today and continue that trend? Or we need to see more weakness to build the right side, and there's some names pretty extended, so they need time to just digest and build their right side. I don't know. And at this point, with price above the daily and weekly structure, I'm just focusing on my stuff personally. and we'll assess how they act, and I will assess at the end of the day. But I'm just less aggressive. So I opened Interactive Broker yesterday, but portfolio was doing well despite that market being red. So I took this as an opportunity. The market weakness I'm referring to. So market weakness was an opportunity in my mind because we're still in a strong uptrend. But yeah, if weakness continues, then I will reassess and follow my selling rules first. So potentially no new trades for me today, especially after opening EB key R yesterday. And ideally we continue maybe 1 or 2 days of weakness and set up a strong weekly close. That would be kind of the ideal scenario. But once again, open to anything. All right, so let's take question. MRP. So it's a low ADR name, like you said. Finance, it's real estate related, right? Home builders, land development. The only thing is real estate is kind of lagging. Right now we have it's the weaker sector of the whole market. So yeah, it might be kind of close to be oversold short term. So maybe it spring back up and that sector catch up. But I'm always a bit on defense when I see the sector really lagging. The chart does look good. Right in the weekly structure. 1, 2, 3, 4 tight weeks. Yeah, maybe look for the right side building up some weakness into a higher low, retest of the 21 DMA. There seems to be that wedge building up. So yeah, I would look to grab on weakness. But if we give that structure and we break down from that, if the market weakness continues, that's something that we could see a bit like in WDN, a bit of the same type of action. But yeah, I would be out. But if it continued to tighten up in that range, then yeah, it could be a nice trade. Oscar, oh my god, look at this mess. So we talked about that yesterday, guys. What's the character of the stock and why would it change just because you take the trade, right? So you try to position for that breakout. Yeah, I understand. But chances are that you get chopped and probabilities are just not with you. It's not like it was a nice trending stock. Yeah, it had nice trend last year in 2024. I remember to play that name, but so far just going nowhere. And when that happens, I tend to just wait for more confirmation. So wait to see that breakout happen and just not feel FOMO about missing it, because you know that your hedge is not in that choppy messing base. Wait for that breakout and grab the first natural reaction. And there will be one. Stocks don't go up forever. So look what happened here. You had those weekly structure retests along the way, and that gave you nice trades, but you had the confirmation that the trend started and it was not still in a downtrend or in a choppy environment. MP, yeah, MP is looking very, very good. I kind of wish that I executed that one, and it was in the focus list at the 64 pivot, 67 pivot, but I just never had the exposure to put that trade on. But yeah, it's looking very good. Too late for an entry here. So you're at 1.6 times ATR from the 21 EMA, and at the limit on the weekly. So weekly still actionable. I tend to aim for 1.5 times ATR from the 10-week moving average maximum. So right now we're kind of right into recent swing high. Wait for maybe a higher low being made, which would bring this way closer to the 21 DMA inside that 1 times ATR that I want. And yeah, look for that weakness on the right side. That would give you a nice entry for potentially breaking out higher. PRM. Too extended for me. We're 3.24 times from the 10-week moving average. I like to get them close to the weekly structure. Sure, you can have a nice move here, but more often than not, if you buy extended from the weekly, you can be chopped up. So yeah, the entry, low risk entry would have been that reversal pivot right here, 21.97. That was kind of the confirmation that we had that 21 DMA structure retest and follow through, which reconfirmed the uptrend. So yeah, at this point we're a bit extended. Maybe if we retest that setup, that pivot, it could give an entry. If that weekly trend is really strong, and it might work off the daily, but yeah, personally not in my buy area. A-Lab, oh, it's gapping down. Wow, 7%. What happened? Is there any news? What's the news on A-Lab, guys? Let me just check FinTwit real quick. Don't see much news. All right, so maybe it's just market weakness. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not, and you see that in my system and in my entries. I'm not looking to. I know Sandy is very good at it, but I'm not very comfortable doing this. Buying kind of the falling knife on the initial kind of leg of the pullback. Usually I want to grab this a bit later, unless there's a strong market setup, right? So if the market is short-term oversold and you start to get that anticipation set up, yes, I will look at these setups. But not where we are right now. I want to see them kind of absorb that initial selling, see how they react into their structure. A-Lab was a bit extended from the weekly structure as well at 3 times ATR from the 10-week moving average. So maybe just need more time. Maybe we need to kind of a bit like we did in July's. So initial rally of the 21, and then what I like to play is that right side. So after that initial leg down, it will try to stabilize, try to kind of roll over, and on that rollover attempt, that's really where you assess who's stronger. Is the buyers stronger than the sellers? If we make a higher low, there's good chances that the buyers are stronger. And then you look for that daily reversal, and that's your trade right here. And that really gives you the confirmation that selling is absorbed, and there's potentially higher probabilities that the trade will work. I'm not that buy the falling knife into structure type of trader. AVGO, sorry. That's a lot of weakness on the right side, to be honest. I think it needs to shake out. I would be cautious here to even play the daily reversal. So you have your daily reversal pivot here. So if it's really strong, the market resume higher, that 345.68 is a great place to get that confirmation. But yeah, we have kind of two fades day. I would personally look for some kind of shakeout below that structure here. Maybe retest that peg low, and yeah, that would set up the long setup much better, a bit like we had right here. So we had that daily structure shakeout, higher low, you grab your daily reversal pivot, and there you go. It was into earnings, but that's the kind of setup that I like to take. Are the 21 DMA structure reclaim, but if you didn't get that higher low, chances are that you will get shaken out. So yeah, I would be a bit patient with AVGO. Same thing for ANET. Might need to shake out, and that comes down to maybe some more weakness today and tomorrow. That would set up the market better at the end of the week, and maybe early next week. So we have kind of that initial leg down here. We have lower high. So look for maybe some other weakness, create that higher low, retest of the 21 EMA, and then you grab your daily reversal pivot on the right side for an entry from here. That's what I will look personally on ANET. And that's all possibilities, right? So if you see those, the market being really strong today, and the buyer stepped in, so you might have your high low right here, and you have your daily reversal pivot to play against. So you might have your setup already, right? So I'm just trying to always kind of build the possible scenario in my head, and based on what I saw for many years, but you just have to react. So you're retesting the daily structure, we still have a higher low, maybe it was all that needed, and will be strong to reclaim that pivot, in which case it's actionable. It's a nice looking chart. We do have that weekly breakout, and just trying to stabilize and digest the breakout. So yeah, just be flexible, know the spots that you want to engage, and be open-minded. Oh, ALAB, delays product shipments, inventory build-up, only thing I can that would make sense. Yeah, so that might be the news. Thanks Doc. All right, so that's it for me, 9:23. So thanks for being here this morning once again, and just remember to be patient. Let the market come to you. Yesterday was there was some warning shot being fired maybe in some area of the market. I didn't feel that much in my portfolio, but it didn't mean that it don't happen, right? And just be slow with your exposure. If you got hit yesterday and you see strength today, just be careful to not increase your exposure too fast, too high, because we just don't know if the market will need to maybe gap up and fade. So you don't want to be caught in another hit and kind of create your drawdown from here. That would put you in a bad place to manage your equity. And yeah, take it slow, position by position. If you were stopped out yesterday, then look how the market reacts the open, if that gap is faded or no, and then you take good setups, maybe smaller size, less position, just to build that cushion, just to get that feel and that confirmation that things are going your ways. But yeah, not a time to press it aggressively. If you already have exposure, that's perfect. It's time to be patient. It's still normal action, pullback action, digestion action, however you want to call it. But if you don't have exposure, I would be very slow to get back in the market and test it out, just to be sure that the market indeed want to resume higher. All right, so thanks guys, have a good day, and once again I will be in the pit if you have any questions. Bye bye.